Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick review here of a cheap underwater setup I've been using lately, last couple weeks. So I've gotten really into snorkeling and freediving in the past few months, and I really wanted to record with all the cool things that I was seeing underwater. The only problem that I was running into, so I have this GoPro Hero 11, and the problem that I was running into was that the colors and the vividness was not exactly in the video what I was actually seeing underwater, and it started to really annoy me. So I started looking into a number of like underwater setups because I do have two nice cameras. I have a Sony a7 IV and I have a Sony a6500, and I really wanted to get like an underwater setup for one of those. The problem is price and availability. So I live in Cape Town, South Africa, and the prices of things, for example, for the A7 IV, an underwater housing setup is something like $7,000, so about 130,000 Rand. And that's a bit outside of my budget. So I immediately started looking into alternative options. And I found this company, Backscatter, that makes a number of GoPro accessories. So let me first explain the problem. So with a GoPro, you have a fixed focus lens. So whenever you're using your iPhone or using a real camera or whatever, the focus is able to change depending on the specific subject. But you don't have that with the GoPro. It is fixed focus, and it's everything from about 13 inches and beyond is going to be in focus. What that means is anything closer than 13 inches is just not in focus. That is in addition to the fact that the lighting underwater is terrible. Under about 3 or 4 meters, you really start to just lose the color saturation. A lot of that has to do with the way that the red light diffuses out of because of the water. Obviously, green and blue continue significantly deeper, but under a couple meters, you really start to lose that red entirely. So there's a few different ways you can go about that. So this is the Macromate. This is the Macromate plus 15 macro lens for the GoPro here. So as you can see that, if this comes into focus, yeah. So this is the Macromate plus 15 by Backscatter, and it mounts on this flip setup that goes over your GoPro dive housing. It also has this dive filter here, which is nice for, it's rated 20 to 40 feet. Anything above that, everything's going to look red and kind of bad. So don't use this like above 20 feet. And then I also have this Orcatorch D710V, which is extremely bright. Kind of show you there. It has 2 white settings, 1 red setting, and 1 blue setting. And that has helped dramatically as well. So you have these two items have drastically improved my GoPro footage. And it was, I don't know, maybe $120, something in that range. And it's available in South Africa. So I go to this shop called Dive Tech out of Pretoria. So it's really, really nice setup. I'm a big fan. I'm going to show you guys some footage of it. And the only complaint I have about this setup is the GoPro works great. Again, everything over 13 inches. And then the Macromate 15 here works great for everything between maybe 3 inches and 6 inches from the camera. The problem is that range, like that 6 to 13 inch range, everything under there, you don't really have a good way of focusing at it. Now, Macromate also does make a 10 close-up lens. I do not have that yet. I do intend to get that because I feel like that is the only missing piece. So with this setup, it's just your GoPro just pops right into here. Now this is the Backscatter tray here, the GoPro dive housing, and the Flip 11 for the GoPro Hero 11. And then this is the Macromate Plus 15 and the dive filter here. So this ball setup actually comes with the Orcatorch D710V. So it does make it nice to adjust. So whenever you're underwater, you can use this for whenever you're doing your close-ups, have it more like this, and then whenever you're filming things that are a bit further away, and you already have your macro lens pulled back, you can get more direct light on the subject. And then I just have this cheap like aluminum tripod here on the bottom. So it mounts, and if you want to set it up and record some kind of like time lapse or anything like that, it actually works quite great at least in the currents here. If you are somewhere with substantially more current, you're going to have to look into something a bit beefier, but a cheap little aluminum tripod like this works. I do have the strap from the Orcatorch. I have it mounted directly to the plate here, and that just enables me to kind of hang on to this while I'm diving. So really big fan of this. I'm gonna show you guys some footage that I got from it, and let me know what you guys think.